Hi, I'm Jeremy Cole with Guitar Center. We're here at the 2015 NAMM Show in Anaheim, California. I'm here with Alan Abbasi in the Fender booth. He's going to tell us about two really cool Fender guitars. How you doing, Alan?
I'm doing real good, thank you very much. So what we're holding here are two guitars, Strats actually, from our Classic series, okay? And these are actually Guitar Center exclusives. A lot of people may not know a lot about it, the history of Fender, but back in the early 50s and 60s, when we were painting custom colors, i.e. not your standard bursts or blondes, the paint that we used was actually borrowed from the auto industry. And we would just go directly to the paint companies and borrow that paint. And what we've got here are two examples of vintage car colors that were never used on Fender guitars. So that's Canary Diamond, which is a beautiful yellow, and Apple Green, very interesting colors, and we put them on our 50 Strat and 60 Strat out of our Classic series as an exclusive for you guys. And in fact, each quarter, two new vintage colors that we've never used are going to come out at Guitar Center, one on a 50 Strat, one on a 60 Strat. So it's just a super cool concept. It's like Fender would have done this back in the day, and now you and us are able to do it again now. So spec-wise, these are vintage style Strats with 7 1/4 radius, Alnico vintage style pickups, obviously a maple board on the 50s and a rosewood board on the 60s, vintage style 6-screw bridges. From our Classic series, made in Ensenada, Mexico, beautiful, wonderful guitars. They sound great, they play great. It's really a vintage experience you get when you're playing these, especially with these cool new vintage car colors.
Nice. These are awesome, and these are coming out at the same time, and as he said, later this year, every quarter, there's going to be another release with another special color.
Another 2 special colors, yeah. So it's going to be really cool for you guys. For the whole year, you're going to have very unusual, cool new vintage colors coming out on these Strats.
That's awesome. Thanks so much, Alan. These are going to be available also in spring of 2015, right?
Yes, sir.
Heck yeah. So stop by your local Guitar Center. Check guitarcenter.com for the brand new custom 50s and 60s Strats in special colors. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you, Alan, for your time. I appreciate it.